And teachers, how are you all? It's lovely to see you all in uniform. After so many days, I'm seeing the students in uniform because I think during the COVID time when there was online sessions, there was no uniform, I think. It's lovely to see you all. I can see in some computers, the students are making the project or they have tried making that project of Squid Games. So how many of you have completed this? Or tried, not completed exactly, but tried. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's great. 9. Okay, 9 have tried. Oh, 10, 11. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's really superb. So, how far have you reached in that game? Okay, that's looking great. Okay. I'll just come and see if you can open that for me. So please open that project and I'll be coming to your place to just look onto it. The first thing is, were you able to conceptualize the problem? Like how exactly you have to make? Of course, there might be some technical problems or technical challenges which you don't know. That of course can be cured. But was there any logical problem that what should I do with this? What should I do with this? Because this is the right moment that you start thinking. Okay, of course you would be given enough time to make your project, but this is the time you start thinking because right now here, if you require any help, of course I will be able to help you. Okay, so everyone should try. Apart from it, how many of you can say a project for a codever? Apart from those who were going to tell me yesterday, any students? Okay, so you went home and thought of it? Okay, that's amazing. So raise your hand. That's like, okay, others, 2 people, 2 students. Others, did you thought of any project? I can see only 2 hands. So how many of you can say that I have a project in mind? Means yesterday some of you told some concepts. Today, after like I could not hear to some of you yesterday as well. So yesterday and today, how many of you can say I have something in mind? I don't want a final project. Can you raise your hands? Straight hand. 1, 2, yeah, straight hand. 3, 4, 5. That's great. 5 were yesterday only. Okay, 6. Raise your hand. It should be loud and clear, like this. Because you have achieved something, right? You are among the 40, and in 40 all have not completed that, right? That's great. Others, did you thought of any projects or any idea? Okay, that's great. So I want to see one. Yeah, what this here? Great. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I want every particular student to. Oh, that's great. So we have. I want every particular student to think of a problem and come up with a project on that. So we would be listening to those projects as well. So as you know, yesterday we talked about that. Today we would be learning related to artificial intelligence. That is object detection. Okay. So yeah. So you can lower your hand. Okay. So now, how many of you know what is object detection? Do you remember we discussed it yesterday? Okay, I can see some hands. Others? Good morning. Okay, so how many of you remember that we discussed something related to object detection yesterday? Okay. So I'll just give you a hint. So do you remember we discussed about self-driving cars? Can I hear it loud? Yes, sir. Everyone remembers this? Yes, sir. Okay, so basically there I mentioned about that there is a technique of artificial intelligence, or you can say an application of artificial intelligence, which is an object detection. As the name says that it is going to detect the object. So are you all able to detect all the objects? Okay. are you all able to detect? Means individually, are you able to detect all the objects? Like if I say, what is this? Pen, okay. What is this? Book, notebook, right? But if in case I show you something which you have never seen, would you be able to tell what is it? You will try, of course. But you won't be able to come up with a specific name, right? Like if I show you a food dish from, let's assume from China, okay, yeah. It's China, okay. So let's assume we take a dish from China and I show it to you and the first time you are able to see, you won't be able to detect it, right? But if I give you like, okay, these are the three options, can you please check and tell me? So what you are going to do is, you will try to understand that what could be the ingredients of that particular dish, right? If there would be fish, you might think of sushi type of thing, right? So similarly, what happens when we talk about artificial intelligence as well, so what happens is machine also tries to find different components, okay, and then try to come up with a decision. So basically today we are going to work on object detection. As I mentioned that we are not going to just learn concept and concept, we are going to relate it to a project. So today we are going to make a project on waste management system. Okay? So this is going to be very easy. But what I want you again to do is not to learn this, okay? This is not for just learning. This is somewhere I want, of course you would be making it. That is we call hands-on experience, and parallelly think where you can apply this to your projects, okay? Or the new ideas which is coming on your mind, okay? So first we will start with waste management system. Before I start today's session, I'll just ask again, do we have any doubts related to yesterday's session? Do we have any doubts? So say it loud. No, sir. Okay, that's great. So, and how was the session yesterday? Did you all like? Okay, so the main focus of today's session as well would be asking more doubts, okay? Because that is going to keep the things in your mind. Otherwise, this would be nothing other than a comic you are reading, okay? So now, let's start with the waste management. So what is waste management? So we have to understand the process because we will be building a project onto it. So if you see it here, waste management is the process of collecting, transporting and disposing of the waste properly, right? So now you can think here in a way that when we talk about waste management projects, right, generally what concept we use is disposing, how exactly we would be disposing. But there are two other challenges as well in this problem, that is collecting and transporting, okay? Generally when I say, if I give you this topic, like tell me how exactly you can make a project on waste management. So your idea might come onto the part like I will make a biodegradable, non-biodegradable, okay? And that today we are going to do, of course. But as I said, everything has a challenge. So here you can see the waste management is a process of collecting, transporting and disposing of the waste material, right? So collection as well as transportation is also a challenge. So whenever you think of a problem, just think it from a root. Okay, so now means where I live, I know how exactly the waste management system works. So generally they come home to home and pick the garbage in a big vehicle. But somewhere what happens is they dump that to a particular place, right? And with that there is a lot of problems coming. So we have to think not only of, also there is a problem if you might have seen sometimes these vehicles when they go in road taking the garbage. So the garbage falls off the vehicles, right? And that way what happens? There is lot of dirt in the road as well. Or if you say when these vehicles are going, what happens is the people going nearby are of course sometimes in danger, right? We never know what exactly the waste it is carrying. So we have to think to a problem in all the ways and we have to find out the answer related to it in all the possible ways. Okay, so here if you see, so anyone would like to tell me what are the two types of basic types of waste? Dry wet. And if I ask you this question in reference to environment, that what are the two waste? So what would you say? Biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So everyone knows what is biodegradable and what is non-biodegradable? Okay. So here if you see, we have waste process not only coming from domestic waste, but also there are waste from the, you can say, fuel, gas, electricity. Okay, so generally if you see, the waste management is not only, generally when I say waste management, so you might have also thought of just a domestic waste. But if you think power plant, do you know what is power plant? Which generates electricity, right? So what happens if I talk about a thermal power plant, since I'm a mechanical engineer, so it's my favorite topic. If I tell you about a thermal power plant, so what happens there is coal is burned, water is boiled, steam is created, and using that steam a turbine or you can say a fan is rotated and the electricity is generated, right? We know this is a very basic part, right? But what happens to the waste? What are the different wastes? So the waste is of course the steam after the use. What is the other waste which comes up out of the thermal power plant? Are the coal ashes. You know coal ashes? So means I don't know if you have seen nearby thermal power plant, because I have born and brought up in a place where like I was surrounded with the thermal power plant. So what happens? The ashes comes out is generally disposed of in the canals. Okay, and what happens is it is then I can say disposed of in rivers. So these ashes make their beaches, like you have beaches in Goa, right? So we have in the places where there are thermal power plants, sometimes we have beaches of ash. Okay, so the river is flowing and all the ashes come to the ground. So that is one of a very major problem. So solution to that, a government came up with the plants where they started creating the ash brick. Do you know ash brick? Have you seen brick? What is the color of the brick? Orange. Have you seen the grey color brick? So that is a ash brick. Okay, so that is made out of the ash. The ash comes out of the waste of the coal. So, so you have to think in this way, that how exactly we are managing the waste. Okay. Now what are the advantages of waste management? So of course, you don't have to read here, you have to think first. You have to think first. So that's the first point. Okay, anything else? You can keep it in Hindi, you can keep it in your regional language, not a problem. Just think in your way. If you are going to do this waste management at your home, so what exactly?
There will be less diseases. There will be less diseases. People will not get.
Yeah, so my friend wanted to say is there would be less diseases, right? Of course, if we are managing the waste properly, of course, the diseases, or you can say the health issues will reduce, right? Totally agree with them. Other than that, anything you think which is not mentioned over the slide? Okay, so first I'll go with this. So waste management helps you to keep the surrounding clean, of course. It reduces the environmental pollution. It also helps you to reduce the consumption of energy resources. Do you agree on that? If we manage the waste properly, the vehicles who are carrying that or the waste material which is getting processed would take a less energy to process that, right? So this is one of the, you can say, the advantage. Okay, so waste management can also increase the employment and help the people to earn money. Okay. So of course these are some of the things, but I think you might be having some more ideas. Anyone would like to add? Anyone? Just think, yeah.
waste, that time sometimes we throw it out and sometimes the animals eat it. So we should always manage the waste so that they don't get diseases or something.
Okay. That's really superb. So please give him a round of applause because definitely this is one of the challenge in India we are facing. Sometimes we see the animals eat the waste, right? Sometimes we throw the waste. See, I tell you, sometimes our intentions are good, but we don't do it properly. So what happens? We think, yeah, we have a leftover food, we'll put it outside for some animals, right? So what do? Is we take the carry bag and put it inside it, and then we keep it out. That someone would come and not someone, but I can say the animal would come and eat it. But see, this is the point where we have to think that we have a good thought process, but we are not doing it correctly. Because if we are going to put that food in a poly bag and put it outside for an animal, and the animal comes and eat it, so it would have been better for the animal if it wouldn't have eaten the food for a day rather than eating a poly bag. Do you all agree with me on this? So, yeah, so but there is again, this is, yeah, we have a solution, we can directly put the food. But again, there would be some problem like we would, if you put the food directly, it will start creating dirt in the environment, right? There would start like the flies and everything. So we have to come up with a particular solution, and that solution is called as waste management system. Okay? So now basically today the project is very simple, but why we have brought this project is to give you an idea of object detection. So see, object detection is something you can think like might have came in existence in last 10 years, right? From 10 years, 20 years, not more than that. Okay, but do you think waste management is a challenge which has came up in last 20 years? No, this is a challenge for the world from last 50 or 70 years, right? So now we have to understand that how we are using the technology to solve the problems which have been staying with us for so long. Okay? So now we are going to make an activity of waste management. So I want you all to please open the PictoBlox with a new page. Okay, so till the time you are opening the PictoBlox, I would like to give you a little idea of object detection. So what happens in object detection is, please listen this carefully. This is, you can understand it like a concept behind an AI application. So what happens in object detection is like, it's as I mentioned, the artificial intelligence is something which has been created by humans, right? So they have created that in a way that how humans do the things, right? If I say, you like sweets, everyone likes sweets, you might be going to a bakery shop, right? And what happens is there are number of pastries with different flavors. Do we all agree? Okay, so sometimes you feel to have a pineapple pastry, sometimes you like to have a red velvet, white forest, black forest, right? We'll have these pastries later, okay? Okay, so now the thing what happens is every time you go to bakery, is it required to taste all the pastries and then have it? No, right? Sometimes in the past years you might have like eaten the pastry of pineapple cake, okay, the pineapple pastry, and then still but the taste is in your mind, right? Similarly, if I say, if you might have eaten the black forest, okay, so that taste is in your mind. So now this doesn't happen that you go to bakery shop first, you ask, give me taste, make me taste all the pastries and whatever I'm going to like, then I'll have it one, right? So why? Because this is your intelligence. We were talking about the intelligence. So the intelligence of the person or a human does not only come up from the picture, it also comes up with the other senses, right? Like you can say with the eyes, with the ears, with the nose, with the smell, with the touch, right? Similarly, when we talk about artificial intelligence and the object detection, so object detection also works in the same way. So now if you think machine-wise, just assume you all are not humans, you all are machines. You have to remember one thing which I am going to show it to you. So if I show it to you this pen, and someday or when you are very young, you might be not knowing this is a pen, right? Someone, your teachers, your parents might have told you this is a pen. That is why today you are able to tell me this is a pen, right? But just think I bring a very big pen here and that doesn't look like a pen, but it is a pen. If I show you that, will you be able to say that is a pen? No. Why? Because your minds are not trained with it, right? Similarly, all the AI things, artificial intelligence things work after the training. So somewhere there are models which you can understand as a brain which works behind the artificial intelligence. So we have already trained models as well as we can train the models in the pictogram. That means somewhere what I have done is, of course my team and we have done is that we have stored a data. Okay, you can assume that data is like an understanding for the machine where we have taught the machine this is a pen, this is a book, this is a different things. But in pictoblogs, the next, I should say, the next level of things when we will be doing today is when we make a machine learn different things. That is called as machine learning, where you teach the machines a new thing and then they are able to respond. So right now we are going to work with object detection. So please click on the extension button and click on object detection. Yeah? Object detection. So okay, students, how many of you don't remember? Yeah, raise your hand because we will find a way. You have? Okay, you have found it. Okay, so what those who don't know, okay, we can try with the thing is like if teachers have remembered their ID password, they can give their ID password. We can try one thing out is you can use mine. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just write it on the PPT. Just give me a second. There might be a chance that some of you won't be able to do it. But try once. If you have, you have to log in with your account. If you don't have it, ask to your teacher. Still don't have it, then use this.
So they can create now.
Ma'am, if you send an email and sign in. It's not showing sign in. Just click on sign in. Then take this account. Sign it. Come for it. One. So we have two teams, okay? So different blocks of this extension, okay? So I want everyone to focus here. As I said, some of you have created the project. That's really good. That's really good, but that's not our motive. To just give you a project and say, okay, this is how exactly the object detection works. You have to understand each and every particular block so that you can use those blocks in your concept, which is in your brain. So somewhere I'm trying to cultivate, or you can say trying to water your ideas with the concepts of pictoblocks. Okay? So now let's understand the different blocks. So anyone would like to tell me what this pop-up says? Hold your horses, models are being loaded. Have you ever thought of it, what exactly this pop-up means? Okay, yeah. Okay, others, have you ever thought of it? Yeah, say it out from there.
So the blocks are loading.
Blocks are loading, okay. Any others? Okay, so I'll give you an idea. I just mentioned the word model, okay. That generally artificial intelligence works on model, right? There are some models where we make the machines learn different concepts. So here, when we add a new library, those understanding of the machine is getting loaded, okay. So this is very important because we would be working on second half in making the models, okay. So here there are very less number of blocks, right? So it's very easy. The first one, I want you all to answer me this actually. Okay, so first is turn on the video. What does that do? Can you please say it loud from your place? Okay, that's great. What the second block does? Shows the bounding box. In case any student finds that he or she does not know the meaning, please feel free to raise your hand, okay? You always have to raise your hand whenever you are not understanding whether all class is able to answer the question. Because you are sitting here for your project, okay? So you are an individual. The next is set detection threshold to 0.5. Did we discuss that yesterday? Yes. Everyone is clear with that? Yes, sir. The next is analyze the image from the camera. Do we all know what it does? Yes, it's an instruction given to the machine to start thinking. Okay? Basically when we give instruction to machine, now it's your time to start working, and you can say start working on the images given on the stage. This is the instruction we give. Do we all agree? Can I hear it loud? Yes, sir. Okay. What's the next prompt? Get the number of objects. Right? What is it going to give? Okay. So if I say what exactly would be inside this block, there would be a number. Right? Always there would be a number. 1, 2, 3, 4 and all. Do we all agree? Yes, sir. पूरा agree नहीं है थोड़ा जोर से? Yes, sir. Okay. The next is class of the object. Do we know what is a class? Okay, some of you know that. That's really amazing. Now, I'll explain you. Right now we are in one classroom. You can assume this is a classroom. We can name this classroom, right? This is like a Codeva workshop classroom. Okay? So now you all belong to this particular class. Okay? So if I write outside this class that this is a Codeva workshop class, so if you are going out, if someone would ask from where you are coming, what you are going to say? Codeva workshop, right? So basically, even you are having your individual names, you are having your individual genders, still you belong to one class, right? Now the next example, animal, right? Or I can say cow. So if I take an example of cow, so there are different types of cows, right? There are different colors of cows, right? But if I want to mention for all the cows, what I am going to use? A word cow. So cow itself is a class. So basically class is nothing but a label to the different types of data which belongs to that same class. That means अगर कोई bottle है, how many of you are carrying a bottle? All of you are carrying. That's great. I think I am also. Can you just show me your bottles? Okay. Okay, I can see. Okay, यहाँ पे. Okay, fine. यहाँ पे okay, fine. Okay, that's great. So now I want you all to see. No, please keep it up only. It's morning time, guys. Okay, so now if you see, just see a bottle in your row. Can you see different types of bottles? Yes. Okay, I think maximum of us are having a different type of bottle. None of us is having the same bottle, right? But still, all of these are bottles, right? Even they are different in color, they are different in shape. Okay, now you can keep it, not a problem. Okay, so this is a class for a container which holds the water for drinking. Okay, now everyone is clear with the class? Okay, so now I will say some words, you tell me whether it's a class or not. Okay, Ayush, not a class? Confirm? Person, it's a class? Bottle we have already discussed. Pen, it's a pen is a class. Renault pen, not class. But we can consider sometimes a class because Renaults also have a multiple pens inside it. Okay. So in this way we make the name of the classes. Like just assume you want to make a program out of nowhere. I want to check which pen is. Someone yesterday mentioned about an idea for checking the medicines, whether they are fake or real. Certainly we can have some model that what are the different companies of the pen, right? So we can make the names of the pen like the company's name as a class as well. Okay? Everyone is clear what is class? Yes, sir. Pakka? Yes, sir. I'm not able to hear you. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, shall we break for tea? Yeah? 15 minutes max. See, it's kept here only. This.
So can you see this block? block is person detected. So I asked you one question when you were just before the tea break, that if in case I show you the new things, will you be able to answer me that what exactly that thing is? So you said no. Similarly, the machine also cannot answer all the questions since we have trained it to the limited resources. Like if I talk about the phones we are using, so you know how many number of types of phones right now it's coming. We have flap, we have flop, we have big screen, small screen, number pads and everything, right? So, but it's not possible to train the model for PictoBlox because we are using it in the school with everything. Okay, and that too, it should work offline. So here is a small list. So these many things can be detected, okay, with little limitations. We can detect person, we can detect bicycle, car, motorcycle, airplane, bird, cat and all these things. Okay? So you can just check the list. It will give you an idea that what are the different things it can detect. Okay? Have you all checked the list? Okay. Can you tell me, is microwave is a part of the list? How many of you say yes? Is microwave is a part of list? So how many of you say yes? Please raise your hand. Okay. How many of you say no? Microwave is not a part of list. Okay, that's great. So microwave is a part of a list. So if we want to detect something, what is the first important thing we need to do is we have to switch on the camera. Do we all agree? So I want you to parallelly make the thing with me, okay? Now the next thing is I mentioned you about my blocks and you also mentioned that yeah, we can use my blocks in certain places. So now I'll show you how exactly we can use the my blocks. Okay? So basically my block is here I'm going to make two functions. So all of you know what is functions? How many of you don't know about functions? Please raise your hand because function is something a little typical thing which has came up in the computer science. If you don't know, that's great. Great. Because I knew about the function I think when I completed my degree after completion of my degree. So if you don't know about function, it's not a problem. You can just raise your hand. How many of you don't know? Okay. So I'll tell you what is function. Basically, you were writing the number of blocks, right? So let's assume I make a script, okay, I make a program of 10 blocks, right? Now what happens is, if in case I want to use those 10 blocks again and again, let's assume I say when I press up arrow key, so what should happen? What should happen? My Toby should walk 10 steps, it should turn 15 degree, it should walk again 10 steps, it should turn 15 degree, it should walk 10 steps, it should walk 15 degrees. So almost I have taken 6 blocks, right? Now if in case I say, I want same thing to happen when I press A in my keyboard, right? So if I give you this task to make, what you are going to do? You are going to take a block, when up arrow key is pressed, you will add the 6 blocks. Do we all agree? Do we all agree? Yes, sir. Now the next step, what we can do in the general programming is, we will again take a block when press A and again use the 6 blocks. Do we all agree? Yes, sir. Now when we talk about functions, what happens is we create the things outside our main script. so that we can use that particular thing again and again. So I said that if I press up arrow key, you will add 6 blocks. If I say I have to do the same thing with the when I press A in the keyboard, I'll again use 6 blocks. Let's assume I give you a task that if I press B and also if I press C, the same thing should happen. So now if you think, we have how many keys? 4 keys, right? Up, A, B, C, right? And how many blocks we are using? 6, but again and again, right? 6 for up, 6 for A, 6 for B, 6 for C. So in total, how many blocks are there?
28.
Do we all agree? Now the thing is, now if in case we want to reduce the things, right? What we can do is, we would make this as a small program. That movement of Toby, 10 steps, turning of Toby, movement of Toby, again 10 steps, turning of Toby, movement of Toby and turning. So these 6 blocks, I'll keep it separate, okay, in one shelf. Let's assume I keep it in this shelf. So let's assume everyone is able to see this. Okay, so now just assume that I have this 6 things, okay, and I'm making that 6 blocks for everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 6 are 36, right? So now I have 36 blocks. But let's assume I make a small block, okay, of only these 6 elements and keep it somewhere here. Let's assume I'm keeping it inside this laptop, okay? And now with these 6 options, I am using this particular single block just below it. Now I have reduced the number of blocks. Previously it was 36, now only it is 6 and 6, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. Okay? You will be able to understand here. Have you got a little idea what I am trying to say? Okay? So पहले 6 के 6 pieces थे, ठीक है? हमने उन 6 pieces में से have you done common factor in mathematics? Common निकालते हैं, right? हमारे पास 4 cross 2 है तो हम उसमें से common निकाल सकते हैं 2. Similarly, this is somewhere we are taking out the common part. Everyone knows how we take common in mathematics? Is there anyone who don't know how to take common? Everyone knows? अरे yes मैं भी नहीं बोल रहा. Okay. So fine. Similarly, we are going to take some common part outside the main script, and then we are going to use it again and again wherever I require. So this is called a function. So I have created a separate function and I am using again and again that thing. So we will be doing this here. So now, so next thing is I am going to make a block. That means I am going to create a function. So here I will add a function name as I would be adding the non-biodegradable objects here. So leave this spelling mistake because it's getting difficult for me to see it from here. But it's add non-biodegradable objects, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a list of the objects which are non-biodegradable. Okay? know about the list? What is list? Do you know what is list?
Yes, sir.
Okay, items stored someplace, right? So we can form list in pictoblocks as well, right? So somewhere what we are going to do is, we are going to make a list, okay? And then we are going to add a certain objects in that list. And then using our object detection, we are going to track whether that particular object is a part of a list or not. Okay? So now pictoblocks is, you can click on variable and there inside it you get an option to make a list. Okay? So first what we are going to do is make a list. Okay, and we'll name it as bio and non-bio. So I have created one list which is completely empty. And I'll make one more list. Okay. So why I am making this list is so that I can store my values inside it. Okay. So with this project, of course, there is a very simple way for making an object detection that gets completed within 5 to 7 minutes. But since I want you to explore the other parts like list, my blocks, so we are going it little longer way. Okay. So have you all created a list? Also you have created my block, right? So we'll make 2 blocks actually. One function or one, you can say, block define add non-biodegradable object. Second I am going to make is I'll remove this non. Okay. So till now what I have done is I have created 2 lists. Rest, have you all created 2 lists? Yes, can you please say it loud? Yes, sir. Then what I have done is I have created 2 functions, right? Now my idea of these functions is that I would be adding a certain objects with these functions to this list. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add certain objects from this function to this list. Okay? So first what I'll do is I'll use some block, like if in case I have already some elements inside these lists, so I want that this list should get clear. Okay? from non-bio, and under the biodegradable I have taken delete all from bio. That means right now my list is empty, but somewhere it is going to fill up, right? And every time I am going to start a project, I want that I can keep new things inside that. Now I am going to add 3 to 4 elements. So what I do is, I use the same block. Okay, now I'll add the same thing here. Now I'm going to change this to non-bio. This function is going to help me to add the things in which list? Can I hear it loud? Non-bio. Do we all agree with this? Yes. Now we are going to edit the things inside it. Okay, so first complete it till here. You have completed? Okay. Have you all completed till here? Yes, sir. Have you all understood till here? Yes, sir. Any doubts till now? Any? Yeah. Thing would get added. Okay, so now we are going to add the names of the material, and I'll add asking you, you tell me it's a biodegradable or a non-biodegradable. Tell me bottle. Where should I use bottle? Banana. Okay. If I take pen, pen is non-biodegradable?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If I take apple, similarly I'll add 2 more things here. We can add anything, but I'll go with scissors and clock and book and pizza.
The book is biodegradable.
So everyone has completed till here.
When he's writing the name of the block, it has spacing in between, right? Do you follow that or do we follow camel casing? So you're supposed to do it in camel casing.
Take the delivery sheet. I shared my information with you about artificial intelligence. So was that clear to you what is artificial intelligence? Everyone? हमने artificial intelligence को किसके रिस्पेक्ट में पढ़ा था? Human intelligence के रिस्पेक्ट में पढ़ा था? Right? कि how exactly human understand and how machine understand. Right? तो now हम इस प्रोजेक्ट में भी वही चीज करेंगे that first we are going to make it like a human, how exactly human works, and then we are going to use the AI. Okay? Okay. So how exactly human works? So how exactly I asked you, right, that whether pen is a biodegradable or not. Do we all agree? So you answered it's biodegradable or not, and then I told you you are correct or wrong. Right? This is the process we generally followed. Do we all agree, students? Okay. So now we are going to code that part only. That we are going to make a question answer thing in PictoBlox. Do you know how we can do that? How we can take the input from the user? In sensing we have an option ask question. So we are going to take use of that. Have you ever worked with this block before? Yes, sir. If not, let me tell you what it does is, it is going to ask you a question. Okay, so you can see Toby is here. It is going to ask you a question. So what's your name? So whatever you are going to give the output, it is going to be stored in here. Okay? So now we are going to code with this. So we are going to ask the user enter the name of the waste. Okay, so enter the waste. Now next is, if I want to check it, so I'll directly use the if clause. We yesterday worked that we can use if we want to check certain things, whether it's a biodegradable or a non-biodegradable. So I have to use if clause, right? So I'll go to control, I'll bring if, or else we can do it if else, okay? And here I have to check that whatever the input is, whether that input is from this list or not, okay? If that is somewhere a list of biodegradable, that is the entered product is banana, apple, book or pizza, then in that case it is going to be biodegradable. So what am I going to do is, and inside of thing what I am going to do is I am going to use the answer. So whatever would be, the input would be checked whether that's a part of the list or not. Do we all agree with this? Have you all understood what I have done? I'll just repeat this, okay? See, so I'll go again here. I'll again bring one more if else. I'll put that in else. I'll go to list here. And I'm checking the input. With the answer. Now understand, do we have anything in the list now? Do we have anything in the list now? No, right? So what is going to happen here is, we are going to first ask the user to enter the name of the waste, right? Do we all agree with this? Yes. The next is, we are going to check कि जो भी इसमें होगा, like इसमें डाला banana, तो banana would be stored in this answer, right? Student, right? तो वी आर चेकिंग कि बनाना जो इसके अंदर है क्या वो बायो की लिस्ट में है कि नहीं, राइट? तो अभी तो बायो की लिस्ट खाली है पूरी, राइट? So I'm going to add now, as I mentioned, once we create the function, then we can use a smaller block repeatedly wherever I require. So now what I'll do is, okay. Now when I'm going to press the green flag, this would be added in this list and it will ask me a question. And if the answer is from the bio list, what it should say? That it is a biodegradable waste. तो अगर मैंने एंटर किया बनाना तो टॉपिक क्या बोलना चाहिए? It's a biodegradable waste, right? Other students, do we all agree with this? और इन केस अगर वो नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल लिस्ट में से हुआ तो यहाँ पे वो बोलना चाहिए नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल वेस्ट, राइट? एंड इफ इन केस वो दोनों की लिस्ट में नहीं हुआ तो क्या बोलना चाहिए? नॉट इन द लिस्ट या अनआइडेंटिफाइड वेस्ट, राइट? इतना पार्ट सबको समझ आया? ये हम नॉर्मल ह्यूमन का बना रहे हैं। इसके जस्ट बाद हम जो है ऑब्जेक्ट डिटेक्शन इस पे लगाएंगे so that you get an idea that what is artificial intelligence, what is object detection. It's not nothing come out of from the space. That is something generally human does, but now it is done by the machines. इतना पार्ट सबको समझ आया? तो see, as soon as I press the green flag, the first thing you are going to see is these items are going to be get added to the list. Can you see? The list got added. Now it is asking enter the waste. So if I put book, it's saying biodegradable waste. This is how human talks, right? We have certain things are in our brain, so you can consider the list like a brain, or you can memory power you can say, and with your memory you tell me the answer, right? So if I ask you, do you know mercury? So mercury is a biodegradable, not biodegradable. Confirm. No, not mercury planet. I'm talking about element, which is a part of thermometer. Okay, that mercury. Yeah. Confirm? Still, might be a chance we have to think a little bit, right? Because this is something new, right? Like if I ask you hydrogen or something different, means that has not been asked till now, right? So you would not be able to answer because that's not a part of your memory. So similarly, this is what I have created a human process, right? Now, have you all created till here? Shall we move ahead to create an artificial version of it? Sorry, artificial intelligent version of it? Okay. So you know, for artificial intelligence we have an object detection, the first thing I have to do is I have to turn on the video, right? Now the next is I have to add the elements because there is a chance that I always I can change the elements here, right? So I want every time I start the program, the list should be updated. Okay? So you may think that every time I am going to press a green flag, so do you think this would be repeated again and again? अगर मैं हर बार ग्रीन फ्लैग दबाऊंगा तो क्या ये जैसे लिखा है बनाना एप्पल बुक पिज़्ज़ा, मैं अगर फिर से ग्रीन फ्लैग प्रेस करूं तो ये इतने ही रहेंगे कि इसी के मल्टीपल में आगे बढ़ जाएंगे? इतने ही रहेंगे? कंफर्म? क्यों? ओके, बट मैं पूछ रहा हूँ एक बार अभी लिस्ट में आ गया है, ठीक है? अभी मैं फिर से ग्रीन फ्लैग प्रेस करता हूँ, वो डिलीट ऑल होगा, राइट? So what we have tried to do here is we have created a little recursion type of thing कि हमारा ये set है. If in case I want to change anything on this part or this part, I can change because every time I'm going to press a green flag, my list would be updated. Okay? So now so here also what I'll do is I'll just bring those two blocks. The next is I have to check whether the object detected is biodegradable or not. I would be using a forever. Okay, and here using a forever, what should I give the next instruction? Just say it loud, you are correct. Analyze, correct. So now this is going to somewhere help me to analyze the thing, right? Now after analysis, I'll create a condition. This is what I have done here in a human process. Now I'm doing the same in the machine process. Now, what should I check first? What should I check first? So I have written a condition. So what should I check first? Number of items, of course. Generally, when we are trying to make these type of programs, so what happens is we have learned about threshold, right? So even if there is a chance that yesterday we learned that face detection, face expression. So if there is no face, of course it is not going to work. But certain times what happens, because that is artificial intelligence, it cannot be 100% correct. So somewhere what can happen, it can understand something else as a human. Similarly, here also first we need to check the number of objects and then we want to give an answer. Okay? So how can we check the number of objects is through the operators. Number of objects should be greater than 0. Do we all agree? We did this yesterday? We did this yesterday, right? Okay, so this is the first condition. If the above condition gets true, then our main part should work. That I'll again make small conditions here. So one is for biodegradable, the next is for non-biodegradable. Now I'll go back to the list, but this time what I'm going to do, you have to see, I'm checking bio and I'll also bring non-bio, and this is non-bio. Okay, and in this place the human process, what we did, we took the answer, right? But here, what we are going to do is, we are going to take the class of the object detected. And we can use the same here. Okay. So, have you understood? I have done the same thing. Can you see how exactly I have? We would have made this program directly. Do we all agree? हमने ऊपर वाला क्यों बनाया? हमको ये समझना है. ये part है object detection का, right? We would have made this directly within 15 to 20 minutes. But the idea of this complete project is to give you how exactly we are replacing the human intelligence with artificial intelligence. Okay, because as I said, this is not the project we want you to submit in Codeva. We want you to think this way. So अब से आपसे कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछेगा किसी ऑब्जेक्ट किया कि अरे आपका फ्रेंड पूछता है अरे ये क्या चीज़ है, राइट? So instead of telling कि ये फैन है, you can ask use artificial intelligence, because what I can do is artificial intelligence can also do. So this is why we have done this in a long way. In the else part you can just add a wait 1 second. Okay, and now you can try. So now you can try showcasing the object. Okay, we have left a small part that to initiate this we also have to use when green flag is clicked. Then in that case it would work parallelly. So you have to just check, okay? Or else what you can do is you can try one by one. Like first try with this, then you can remove this part and then try with this. So right now it's not able to be checked. I will just try to show. Okay, it's detecting chair or something. So we can hide the list as well, because it's not necessary we show the list. See, it's showing non-biodegradable, right? I don't have apple, banana or anything. We can try both.
ಫೋಟೋ ಆಲ್ಬಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಹೋಗೋ ಫೋಟೋ ಮಾಡಿದ
Thank you.